so hard for us to get back into the mode of vlogging. I know we did that little update video and said that we were gonna try to get back to it, but I think once we got out of the habit of picking up the camera every weekend, it would be like halfway through Saturday and we'd realize, oh, we didn't record anything. But I'm gonna try to change that this weekend. And the whole reason I actually remembered to pick up the camera right now is because we have some exciting developments in our front yard transformation. Basically earlier today, this is a whole long story. Let me set you up somewhere. Okay, so what happened was, I'll just tell you the whole story because I'm nerding out over it. This one, not as excited, although she is into bugs. She admitted that to me, but oh, we should address that I got my eyelashes removed and tinted my eyebrows, so I might look a little bit different for you. Anyway, this morning I'm doing my usual rounds in the front yard. I water everything, I weed every morning. It's the first thing I do when I wake up, and I've been hearing so much about the benefits of actually like being outside as soon as you wake up, and so I've been trying to do it like as early as I can. It's also best for the plants for me to get out there as early as I can. So I noticed that one of the sunflower leaves looks like it has leaf miners. I'm pretty familiar with what leaf miner damage looks like from our old house when I would grow squash. We get them all the time. And so I just take my scissors and I cut it off, or my little, you know, scissors for the garden. And it falls to the ground, and I noticed there's a bunch of caterpillars behind that leaf. And I was like, I don't think leaf miners are very visible to the eye, let alone look like caterpillars. So I took a picture of it, put it on iNaturalist, which is like not only a plant identifying app, but they'll identify birds, insects, all kinds of cool stuff. So I put it on there, like clearly these are caterpillars, and as soon as I uploaded it to iNaturalist, it came back with, these are butterflies. And I was like, I just cut this leaf off with like dozens of caterpillars right here eating the leaf. Like, I felt so bad. Then I saw another leaf where there were even more caterpillars. And I noticed the butterfly that must have been laying those eggs fluttering around the plants. I go out there every day, so I'm familiar with what insects are coming in and out and what plants they like and da-da-da-da. None of them have ever really been interested in the sunflower before, so I'm watching her, and she's laying eggs as I'm like cutting down where her babies are. I felt so bad. So anyway, so I twist tie that back on. I noticed her floating around laying more eggs, which is so exciting to me. And I heard recently, I think Sierra Schultze, if you guys don't watch her, she has milkweed in her yard, and they're in California, so monarchs are a lot more prevalent. We have butterflies, but not that many monarchs right now. She said some stat that was like only 5% of butterfly larvae like survive, and so she's been like fostering some caterpillars too. And so when I saw them, I was like, maybe I'll do that, but let's wait until tomorrow, see how they're doing, you know, let me get through like a whole day. And then I noticed a wasp flying around the sunflower, and my mind immediately went to, I bet they're eating the caterpillars. So I'm watching, and sure enough, I see one with one in its grubby little hands, and I was like, that's it, I have to bring them inside. Because basically all you have to do to help foster these caterpillars is give them food. Like, you just have to give them food. So basically what we did right before I started this clip that reminded me I should be vlogging is we went and cut off that leaf that the other one that had caterpillars on it, and put it in one of the little enclosures that we normally use for the chickens, and we'll just keep feeding them sunflower leaves and like little specks of water until they decide to turn into chrysalis, and then eventually into butterflies, and then we'll re-release them. And I hope that I don't have any losses. I'm a little bit afraid of this, so wish me luck, but that's what's going on over here. Oh, do you want to say hi, babe?
What up? We're just vibing, doing a little relaxing over here on the tickety talk.
On the tickety talk. This is where our friends are, and let's see if I can check on them right quick. Yeah, there they are. Okay, I'll zoom for you. They're all that clump of worms right there. Oh my goodness. Are you like not excited that I saved the bugs? You didn't seem kind of down for it.
Shelby's happy. I do things to make Shelby happy. I was just sitting here chilling. She's like,
get up, the wasps are eating the butterfly babies.
I'm like,
okay.
Okay, well that's kind of what's going on today. It's Friday, so that's when we normally would start the vlog, and you're gonna go along with us for our routine, I guess, for the rest of the weekend. Well, we only have one thing that's really part of our official routine. I'm gonna put my hair up because it's hot. Should I? Hey, what's the temperature outside?
Currently in Austin, it's 100 degrees.
That's fun. I hate it here. Good morning. This is me remembering to pick up the camera on Saturday morning, and I'm opening these curtains. I'll probably close them before we leave. What is it? Yeah, you just need some attention. Okay, let's check on our caterpillar friends. Why aren't they moving? I feel like that wasp picked off so many. Like, I feel like there were so many more. Come on, y'all, I'm trying to help. I'm gonna go get another leaf or two. All right, I just went to the bathroom and I think I found our solution. So I need something that like can hold the leaf up still if I put a stem in it. So it needs to be kind of short so that the worms can get to it. Caterpillars can get to it, but it's heavy. I have this cute little thing set up in our bathroom. Can you see? Yes. Well, sometimes it looks a little bit cuter, but these are flowers from my wedding bouquet. And they're kind of crumbling. I feel a little bit bad. But basically, I'm just gonna borrow this vase because it's glass and it's short and its opening is so small, because I was reading online that I need to make sure that whatever I put the sunflower stems in, the opening is not big enough that the caterpillars are crawling there and drown. So I feel like if I put even one stem in here, honestly, like that hole is so small that this should work. Okay, I'm so sorry, we're still a little blurry, but I can't do much about it. It's crazy because there's like a whole ecosystem happening over there on the sunflower. Like, so many different bugs have laid their eggs there and stuff. So I just am like making sure that I'm not bringing other eggs or even other bugs. There are like little assassin bugs living over there.
Excuse me.
While I was working on the stuff for the caterpillars in the front yard, Madison went and put our new hose in the backyard because we haven't gotten rain, honestly I would say in like a month. And I was watching TikTok last night and I follow this woman who, she's like a native plant expert. Hello. And she was saying like we should really, because it's been so hot and we've gotten so little rain, that we should be watering our trees. So for the first time we have really large trees that are fruiting right now, right? So they definitely need a little extra help. So we're just gonna like try to deep soak them at least once. I don't know if they'll need much after that, but at least for now we should do that. Okay, the other trick to this is gonna be making sure I don't leave any tape that they could get stuck on and die. Cutie, you're crying so much. We'll show them Mattleby so you know how to use your door, maybe? He's still learning how to use his pet door. He doesn't, I mean, I'm sure it is confusing because the pet door is not always there. So like when he wants to go, he can't just go. Because I put the door there just when I let him outside, I don't want him to have like full-time access to outside. So I'm sure it's confusing for him that he's like, wait, I walked over here, there's no door. You're gonna put the door there and then I have to go out of it. But the point is just like so that when he's outside on the porch, I can watch him from the kitchen window, and if he's ready to come back in, he can come back in. Let's set up his door so that he'll quit crying. He pouts. Do you see that? Well, I did it for you. I didn't do it for me. Let's see if he'll go. Go ahead. Go. I'm gonna walk away and see if he'll do it on his own. No, baby, go on. Okay, go. Go. No, you can do it. Go ahead. Come on. Okay, look. You boop it with your head like that. It's like as soon as I boop it with his head, he understands. But if I don't do it, he's... Let's go check on the watering thing that's going on outside with the trees. I'm doing it early in the morning to like decrease the amount of evaporation, but I do think they're in need of a good water. I don't really know how else to vlog with you at the moment because all I have to work with is the ground. Wait, did she turn it on and then turn it back off maybe? Look at our little prince. Okay, let's see here. There it goes. Whoa. Oh, I feel like it doesn't need to be shooting like that. My God. We'll just leave it on for a long time, but it won't spray around like that and scare the girls at least. All right, so we talked about this before we stopped vlogging. We talked about this in our update video, soccer at the park. And I used to sit out there and journal, but it's too fucking hot for that these days. So now I take myself and go swimming because it's right by there. And that's a nice little workout for me without me being miserably hot. So now we just have to get dressed for that. Okay, ta-da, this is my swimsuit. Been wearing the same one for a really long time. My Girlfriend Collective. Madison bought these for me recently from an ethical brand, but I can't remember. Oh, maybe it'll say inside here, right? Probably. Humankind, because she was shopping for her swimsuit of the year, she said. She outgrew her one from last year, so she got herself a new one and got me these shorts. They're cute, I like them. I found this bag that YouTube gave me a couple years ago now, I guess. Recently, when I was making a video for the main channel, I rediscovered it and it's become my pool bag because it's giant. I'm gonna bring this shirt, my overalls, my UV blocking umbrella, some sunscreen, my journal. This is the journal I've been doing. Rooted 52 Weeks of Intention. This is by a Hawaiian business. I bring these reusable HEB bags to put my wet clothes in if I need to. This is my black sun shirt, but I want my blue one. Forgot to show you guys me dropping Madison off, but she's over playing soccer. We got a semi-decent parking spot to get down to the pool. I changed back into my regular clothes, or I changed into my regular clothes. I wish I could have shown you the line when I was leaving. Like, I get here so early in the morning, I can still get a decent parking spot. There's no line when I go in. I learned how to use the app, so it's really fast to get in there now. But when I was leaving, y'all, like hundreds and hundreds of people were waiting to get in and the line was like not moving. It's so crazy if you get here after, I guess after 10, like it's 11 o'clock right now. So if you come to Barton, get here early. And people are like lined up. Oh, someone's waiting for my parking spot. No? Okay, I'm gonna go pick up Madison and then it's brunch time. You know what I've noticed is so interesting about when I drop Madison off and pick her up? We used to get here for soccer. Well, not that early. Like soccer starts in the morning and we would get here and there would be no one here. Like we were like, oh, this is so chill, we just pull up, park, no problem. But then by the time we would leave soccer, it would be so busy and we'd be like, oh, thank God we got a spot. Now when we get here early in the morning, it's so busy, like you can't find a spot no matter how early we've gotten here. And then when we leave, there's like multiple parking spots in the parking lot open, and that just to me like shows you how much the weather dictates life here. In the spring, people can sleep in a little bit, come out here in the middle of the day, and it's still nice. Now if you want to be outside, you gotta wake up early as hell, get here and leave because it gets hot. It's like already too hot to be here right now.
So to be in 1,000 degrees in Texas, your girl goes through her whole 40-ounce bottle of water by the time she's done with soccer. Look at this. This is the dry patch. Shelby got this water bottle, like igloo thing, from the thrift store with this AJ on it and a basketball. So I came in the car and I was like, ooh, I need AJ so I get my refill on. Because I'm telling you, it's crazy that we can stay out here for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but like it's 100 degrees. Like it's really hot out here. Please don't start driving. Please don't start driving. Oh God. Please remain still at the moment. Oh.
That man looked like Robert De Niro.
Okay, crisis averted.
I'm shaking. Are you shaking? Why? You do not eat anything.
Woo. All of the day's work.
Okay, we're gonna go get food right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you gonna change when we get there? Like, what's the plan?
I don't know.
Okay. Made it back home. Oh, don't look at my debit card. Anyway, we were talking about how we've never been to a beach at Lake Travis. Like, actually, I don't even think we've ever swam at Lake Travis. Like, we've gone there. We went there once to try to do it, and the place we went to, like, the ground was so mushy. It was, I don't know if it's just like my sensory issues or if that was just disgusting, but we decided not to swim there. So I don't think we've ever swam in Lake Travis. And we've also never used our inflatable kayak that we got for Christmas a couple years ago. And Madison is very interested to do that.
Yes, I've been wanting to get that kayak in the water for such a long time. I got a life jacket too, so I'm like ready to go get out there, and that's this 104 degree heat.
Oh, it's so bad. And I suggested we go to Lake Travis because we went paddleboarding on Lake Austin last weekend, and the water is sketchy. Like, you're literally not supposed to swim in it. It's so sketchy. They tell you you're not allowed to swim in it. So trying to paddleboard in water you're not supposed to get in is intimidating because I like didn't want to fall into the water. And also I don't want to say I have a rash from it, but like I do have a little bit of a rash on my lower back that I didn't have before that. Like, obviously we were on the paddleboard, so I was getting wet, and that's just icky to me. So Lake Travis it is. Right, Madison, I think, wants to brag to you for a second because we all know, what did I say the other day? I posted something online and, the Buc-ee's. Did you see the comment that was like, I thought maybe this was a restaurant fail of Madison's? She's notorious on the vlog for, if she's in charge of the planning, things usually don't go according to plan. But she picked the place today. And aside from the fact that they were cash only, and luckily we had cash because we just got some out of the bank literally today for our unhoused friends. Everything's gone smooth so far.
Yes, it has gone very well. We're at this place called Arkansas Bend Park, and it's got a nice view of the lake. We're gonna pump up our little blow up kayak and get it popping.
I think we're gonna walk around real quick just to take a lay of the land. Then we'll do that. I will say my fail in planning was I did not bring my GoPro, but I did bring my wet box. It's not a bag, it's like a big plastic container. So I'll bring my phone with me and I'll try to vlog, but I forgot the GoPro, unfortunately. It's so nice out here. The lake is low. He did say that. But it looks nice. I think Madison wants to pull around to the official boat ramp, so. But then we wouldn't be by a beach. We couldn't bring our stuff, you know? I don't know. We'll see. She says she's pumping it up already. Whoop. Oh, you didn't bring the box?
I did bring the box.
Where's it at? I want to show them. In the back here. Okay, this is our kayak. Madison's sister got us for Christmas like a couple years ago, and it was meant to be, the reason I put it on my wish list years and years ago is we were going to use this as a kayak when we did van life, which obviously we never did van life. So we had this on our wish list for years, then we got it, gave up on our van life ideas, never used it. So this is the first time we've taken it out of the box.
Look how much air has to go in.
I know, this is Madison not wanting to get a, what do you call it, electrical pump.
That's not even true.
Getting the arm workout in. It's arm day. Here we go. All right, you and me, we're gonna put these oars together. Let me tell you something that happened that I kind of intended to vlog this, and then it didn't work out because I got sick. Went out to West Texas a couple weeks ago when the 4th of July weekend was here. Madison obviously had Tuesday off, and then you could just take off Monday, and then it was a 4-day weekend. So we were like, well, our goal this year is to travel less. Like, that's an intention that we set for ourselves, but we could just do like a short road trip because I've kind of been itching for a road trip. But I got like major allergies while we were out there, and I'm discovering that just in my adult life that I am developing allergies. So as we were driving out here, apparently Madison said she heard me start sniffling, and then I heard myself, and then I could feel it in my sinuses. Yeah, then I basically proceeded to have an allergy attack the rest of the time we were on the trip, which is why I did not vlog. All right, we don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it.
We're
Okay.
doing it.
It's a long walk down there, y'all. Oh, God. Well, I will say, luckily, my shoulder is healed from that rock climbing injury because my shoulder's burning. Okay, here you go. I wasn't vlogging when we were coming back up because that boat ramp was like kind of a long ways. Was that like, how long?
I'm not good at distance, but it went up, but it worked out a lot better than what we came down originally when we were going down to the water, so I give it a thumbs up.
And now there's a perfect bathroom for us to change because your girl's in the mood for Mexican food, and that's what we're gonna go get.
I guess I should change too. I did.
You brought clothes? Why would you not change?
It takes a lot of effort to change.
It really is not.
This is my
I mean, I'd rather
second time
dress.
having to change today.
This is probably my 4th time changing today. Girl, you're okay? Hello and good morning, Maddlebees. We went to eat Mexican food last night, and I usually don't vlog food that I eat because it invites comments that I don't like, but that's what we did. And then while we were at the restaurant, I got my notification on my phone that's like, hey, it's time to go to bed. So we were out last night pretty late for us, like party animals. Oh, I just remembered I haven't let the girls out yet. Anyway, this morning we'll see how much I'm able to vlog for you because we're going to a meetup to do a hike with a group of, I believe the group is queer sober people. But if that's not niche as fuck, and if that's not us as fuck, I don't know what is. Oh, also quick update on the tree that I was trying to water the tree. I ended up Googling it and seeing that you're not supposed to water the tree at the trunk. You want to water it at the drip line, which I think just means like towards the edges of its leaves. So I left the hose on for a long time yesterday on a really, really low, it's almost like a mist so that it would slowly like seep through to the ground. Oh, now you want to talk. Now you have things to say. Okay, the other thing is I was checking on the caterpillars yesterday and realized that they really weren't moving much and that they might have been traumatized by the wasp. Like I thought that might have been part of it, but the longer they continue not moving, I realized maybe something else is wrong. And so I started thinking maybe they're cold. Maybe it's too cold in the house and they think it's nighttime and they need to be still and huddle. I don't know. So I ended up taking the little cage and putting it outside. Oh yeah, we're looking much better. They're starting to reclump, get together, and start eating the sunflower. Okay, this is the new one I put in here yesterday, and it's in the water. That way it stays like fresh for them. And these ones are actually getting pretty big. Okay, exciting. I think I might have to put a whole other leaf in here like now because they ate that much yesterday. I'm glad I figured out that I needed to move them because definitely it was the temperature. But now I feel like I need to put another leaf in here. It's gonna be super awkward to vlog, so this might be all I get. Like I have my Pokeball. Well, we did it, y'all, but I'm not gonna say it was great, but I did enjoy almost. I talked to everyone there and they were all really nice.
Yeah, the people there were like A1. I would do it again, but the heat is really...
We gotta do it earlier.
Yeah. It's got to be earlier. Like,
Yeah.
there was still canopy and stuff, but it's still, like, the car's reading...
It only says 94.
94.
Yo, I'm sweating in places I've never sweat before. I was like, how many people do you think will be there? And she was like, I don't know. She had no idea. I said, okay, how many followers do they have? And she said 1,300. And I said, okay, so probably about 10% saw that. So it's like 130. And probably about 10% of that will come. So that's about 13. And I was maybe 1 or 2 off.
That was pretty cool how that math.
Yeah. So anyway, now apparently we need to go thrift shopping. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, I have a conference next week from work, and you all know I work from home. So that means that I haven't had to wear my business casual clothes in like 3 years, because basically my company went remote during the pandemic.
The pandemic.
So I need to go find some clothes that actually fit. I'm thinking like a pair of pants, maybe a couple pairs of shirts. But yeah, we'll see. Are shorts ever considered business casual?
No.
Why?
Okay, in the comments, is it ever acceptable to wear muscle shirts or shorts as a business casual?
I hope so. They're kind of long. They're kind of long version. Look at this. Wait, are they supposed to be high-waisted? Is this where we need to wear?
Madison is like offended by a high-waisted anything. She hates it.
I'm gonna sweat to death in these pants.
Let me know if any of y'all were around back in the day when we lived in Austin in the garage apartment and the only shoes I owned and wore every day were Sperry's. Do you remember this, babe? And it was to the point where I was like, I only bought things secondhand. I would not buy myself anything new. And I would talk about it in my videos and people would like offer to send me Sperry's to my P.O. box. Like they'd look for them secondhand for me. And I'm asking you this because I just found some and me like 5 years ago would have been freaking out.
So I grabbed some options that I thought were cool for business casual style stuff, and these pants, they just all had problems for their own different reasons. They were like super high-waisted.
She doesn't like high-waisted, doesn't like wide leg.
Oh, also I'm like bloated right now because I'm like PMSing. So I just don't like how clothes are fitting me right now either, unless they're like looser. And I feel like all of those jeans were tight. But this shirt, which I didn't come here for at all, I like the texture of it.
It's cute.
Is what I would like.
I brought these 4 things into here, but I'm just gonna get these 2. They're just tank tops for me to have for when I work out, and they're brand new. They still have tags on them, plus they're 50% off because they're blue. It is. Everything we're buying got blue tags, girl.